Hello everyone, welcome back to Yarn by the Glass. My name is Reese, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to knit the seed stitch scarf. So this is just a very simple pattern. For knitting, it's just a knit, purl, repeat for an entire row, but then the wrong side is going to be the opposite of what you just did on the right side. And the results are these really cool pebbled patterny look. All right, so why don't we just get into what exactly we're going to need to get this scarf going, and then I'll show you how to do it. So for this project, we're going to be using any kind of worsted weight yarn. You're going to want to have 2 or 3 skeins depending on what size skein you're using. We're going to be using the size 8 knitting needle, a pair of scissors, and a tapestry needle. All right, so once you find the center of the end of your yarn, we are going to set some off to the side to account for our cast on, and we're going to make a slip stitch. We're going to grab our needle, and for the cast on we're going to be doing 31. And this counts as 1. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so for the seed stitch, it's pretty simple, but it's going to be a 2-row pattern, and it's essentially the same. It's the same pattern for each row, but because we're using an odd number of stitches, it's going to look different because you're going to have your right side and your wrong side. And you know, you'll see. So we're going to start out with a knit stitch. Get out of there. Like so. We're going to bring our yarn to the front, and we're going to do a purl. And then we're going to bring it to the back, and we're going to do a knit. Bring it to the front to do a purl. To the back. And it's going to be knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl the whole way across. It's going to be a little bit hard to see the seed stitching for a few rows. So don't be upset if it doesn't look like much for the first couple of rows. All right, and then one of the other nice things about using an odd number for seed stitch patterns is that you will always begin with a knit and end with a knit. If you end with a purl, you did something wrong. All right, and so this second row is going to be our wrong side. And so instead of doing a purl into where we just knit, we are going to knit. And then we're going to do a purl, and then a knit, and then a purl. And again, this same exact pattern, the knit, purl, for this whole row as well. And actually you can sort of see the seed stitch forming. All right, because it's kind of like it's not all knits, all purls. You can see where it's starting to, I don't know, break, I guess. It's not nice, neat little row that we're forming, or column. So we're going to have the little bumps. And this is as complex as the pattern gets. Tension is going to change how many rows you do or don't do. So I'm not going to tell you how many rows to do that, plus it would be, I don't even want to think about counting all of those rows. You're just going to go until the whole scarf is about 5.5 feet to 6 feet. You know, feel it out, see what you feel like doing, don't do. I like to go longer with my scarves, because I'm afraid they're always going to be too short if I don't. So I'm going to keep going with my scarf, which doesn't look like a scarf yet, but soon it will. And I hope you guys do the same. Stick with it. I'm sorry, this will take a while. It will turn out beautiful in the end, so it's worth it. And I will see you guys when you guys are on your last row, all right? And if you're not sure how to do a cast off, that is what we're going to be going over. All right, so once you have gotten to your last row, we're going to flip everything over, and we are going to do our bind off row. And so what that means is we are going to take it from a bunch of different stitches on a needle to 0. And we're going to follow the same sort of pattern that we've been doing this entire time with a little bit of a twist. So we will do our knit 1, whoop, purl 1, and then while the yarn is still in the front from the purl, we are going to go to the back. We're going to grab that further back stitch, pull it up and over the second one. Okay, and then we're going to bring our yarn to the back. We are going to knit 1, and again without moving the yarn, so we're still yarn in the back for the knit. We're going to grab the further back stitch and we're going to pull it up and over, and then we're going to bring our yarn to the front for the purl, grab that further back stitch, pull it up and over, and we're just going to continue with this for the whole rest of the row. All right, when you are all done, you will have 1 stitch left on your needle. And so you're going to cut your yarn if you have a bunch of yarn. I do not, so I'm just going to take what I have left and I'm going to run it through the loop, tie off my knot. All right, and that's the end. From here on out, I'm just going to grab my tapestry needle and I'm going to start weaving in my ends. And that's going to do it for today's video. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate your support and I hope you enjoy your seed stitch scarf. If you like these kinds of projects, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more ideas. I do try to post content at least once a week. You can also follow me on social media for quick links, upcoming videos, and some more. So see you next time.